Okay, thank you. I'll take it from the from Quran chapter 102, verse 1 and 2. Allah says, Al-akum thakasur atazurtumul maqabir. Sadaqallahu azim. For me, where do we stop? Allah said it. You cannot stop. You will not want to stop. Sometimes, except you give yourself a break until people enters grave. We might want to design any formula to say is how much money is enough for a human being. Human beings are not created to be contented. Even Prophet said it, that people that want to be wealthy and people that want to have knowledge, you will never be satisfied. You will look for it till you enter grave. That's the truth. But for me, the most important thing is how are you acquiring? The wealth might not be monetary. The wealth can be even your circle of influence. The wealth can be your knowledge. How did you acquire it? How are you acquiring the wealth? Then what do you actually do? What are the impacts? What are the purpose? What are the things you use the money to fulfill? That's the most important thing. We've seen that really, wealth will always be concentrated on 1% of 1%. The first 1,000 people in the world is richer than the remaining 6 billion people. Does that mean that we should say, oh, there's a point in life where you shouldn't look for money? No. For me, how do you look for the money? What impact does your money have within your cycle? That's the most important thing. It's not about when you are supposed to stop. A lot of research has told us that, look, people cannot even stop working. When you stop working, when you want to stop making money, of course, you will be weak. You start getting weaker. You will not even be fulfilled. But the most important thing is the money you are making, how did you make the money? Remember, we're all going to account for everything we do on this house. How are you making the money? Is it an halal way or a haram way? Even if you have little amount of money and you have acquired it in an haram way, it's even worse. So when should we stop? For me, we shouldn't stop until nature forces us to stop. However, how do we acquire the wealth? What do you do with it? What impact does it have in people's life? What impact does it have in the environment? What are your legacies? And the last part of the question is, how do we keep? Well, there are different things. As we're making money, there are a lot of theory that tells you that always try to save like 10% or 12% of your earnings for the future and all. You can put your money in investments, you can put your money in fixed assets and all that. But no matter how much money you keep in the investment, we should always keep that. It's always better for us to plan for the rainy day. Put your money in investments, put it in, whether it's fixed capital, whether it is fixed assets, put your money in investment and save for the future. However, for me, the best savings is the savings that is the money you save on people, is the money you spend to build other people. Not only building your children. If I have 500,000 naira, I can decide to spend the whole amount on my family. Yet, we have people around me, we have people in the environment that are looking up to anybody to help them. The greatest part of savings for me that I believe is the savings you make on the people, in the future of your family, in the future of other people around you. Like there's a saying about a farmer that was like 90 years old, and he was planting cocoa. And they asked, why are you planting this cocoa? They said, no, he was planting it for the new generation. Which word did we inherit? Which world do you want to live? What are the words deposited in you by Allah? How did you use it? Which impact does it have on the environment? Which impact does it have in the future of people? For me, those are more important. Thank you.